What up? What up? We at it again. We at it again. Let's make sure it works. So we've done 11 chickens. Wife helped out big time with that. Now I am alone. So I'm gonna enjoy some music and get down with the get down. Cool. Verifying audio. Everything looks good. These mics are pretty sweet. It's too bad they don't work with my cell phone. So I'm actually gonna pop some music in. I want to be forever young. I don't think anyone's gonna. Oh, there's a viewer? Oh, that's me. That was me. That's pretty funny right there. That is pretty funny. Debating up in barber shops. Alright. I'm feeling a little bit of Logic. You know what I'm saying? You guys ever listen to Logic? Get yourself a little jacked and ready to roll. You love me, baby, this is how I let me know. Don't ever let me go. I'll never let me know, baby. Forever young. Forever. My headphones are like just loving life. Forever, ever young. See if we can actually see the work being done. Alright, this is my favorite album, to be straight up. I need to make a like best of Logic. But actually I love that album. That's the problem. I do. I love it. Bobby Tarantino 2. We'll start with Overnight. Oh man, we're about to get lit. Squad bitch. All these bad bitches talking around and ready now. Alright, getting ready to roll. Getting rolling. Maybe I'll turn it down just a little bit. See if we can actually just trying to like overstimulate like crazy. I'm probably gonna learn. This has actually been like a big big learning in this whole process has been that like overstimulating myself usually doesn't help that much. Like getting really drunk or drinking a lot of coffee or all those little things like that usually doesn't help too much. But let's learn it one step at a time, right? No need to rush anything, you know what I'm saying? Just let it develop. That's gonna be bones, boneless, skinless chicken breast. That's the chicken breast. This is gonna be the chincaca bolillo. This is gonna be the alas, antipierna, conitos. Yeah, so we do a lot in Spanish here. This is just skin. Ooh, it's falling out the outside. Really feel how you really feel. I'm trying not to block your view. I know that's what you're here for, right? You want to watch. You want to watch the action. That's what everyone's here for. You're going to watch my butt there, huh? Let's get into it. Never be the same. How you really feel. Is it really so hard? Really so hard? Be a good person. Really so hard. Alright, let's just get rolling. I treated everybody with respect and now I'm rich. With respect. Alright, let's get down with the get down. This is how we get our chickens. Big bag like that. Got a trash can right here. pack that in a little bit with the foot. And then get down with the get down, man. Let's do it. So we're at 12:13. Let's see what our timing is on this. Oh, this is a fatty bird, bro. So these birds are crazy, actually. Because I was just having a conversation with my wife a little bit earlier about whether or not we should grow our own. And for me personally, this sort of stuff just doesn't inspire me so much. This kind of meat, it works because it is the industry standard. It's what everyone's eating. So the product moves, there's always a market, always a market. Man, I just sharpened this knife. It's still like, so funny. It's so dull when it wants to cut the chicken, but it's really fucking sharp when it wants to cut my finger. But it's probably a lot of it is technique, I think, and I'm trying to improve my technique every day. Bitch, I've been blowing up. The music, man. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if the music works with the live. That's so funny. But I do enjoy the music, man. So we'll do it this time, and we'll probably never do it again. You do not know enough. You do not know a thing about this life that I'm living. You've never been low enough. Never been low enough. Bobby. It's so funny, actually. I think I'm. Ani. I feel like a complete autist right now. Oh my god, I gotta pull the music. I'll put the music on a little bit later after I finish the live. Bobby, gotta be one or the other. It's gotta be live or music. Can't be both. And yeah, that feels a little bit more real, huh? Now I'm here, not just fucking plugged in to the AI like a madman. I still am plugged in to a certain extent. All right, no music. Now we're organic, just with the mics, just mic'd up. Now I can hear myself a little bit better, because that's what I really need, is to hear myself talk. No, it's pretty cool. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here right now. Pretty wild, huh? Yeah, what was I saying about the fat of this bird? It's just crazy how quickly these things grow, man. That's kind of what I was getting at about the like me not being super animated to work with animals like this, because at the end of the day, you're not at all self-reliant unless you're somehow like totally integrated. You're growing your own, but dude, it's just so hard to grow these crops. It's so difficult to grow copious amounts of organic corn, soy. It's like I don't even know if I want to grow soy. But then you gotta grow copious amounts of it, and you're gonna have to choose to give it to this chicken, and then you have to get the breed from, like, it's like a copyrighted bird. You can't breed this yourself. You can't just buy a couple and then start breeding them. Like, you have to buy it from the corporate overlords, and that's kind of a trip. I personally don't like that idea of being that dependent for my business, especially for like my farm, like as like an agricultural endeavor. It kind of just feels feels like a trip or a trick. It feels like a trick. It's like, oh, yo, your food? Yeah, you can't even breed it yourself. It's like with the seeds. Oh man, I didn't get a good pull on that one. They're like, yeah, you can't even replant your seeds every year. They're Terminator seeds. You gotta buy new ones. It's like, what? What are you talking about? I gotta buy new seeds. That's insane. Yep, that's how the world works. It's like, well, I didn't even buy seeds last time. Really? Well, we tested your genetics, and it appears that you do have some Terminator genetics. It's like, what? It's just crazy, dude. Crazy the way corporate. It's just crazy, dude. Crazy the way corporate agriculture works. It's really it's sad. Yeah, it's sad. And well, the cool thing is that it's so easy to opt out. I say that as I'm sitting here working with these birds. Like I said, there's always a market for this product, so it's such a trip. But if you already have a little bit of cash, bro, you can jump into other projects so quickly. Like I would go for cows, man. I'm growing my cow operation super slow because that's the amount of money that I have to work with. So I've got to be growing. I've got to grow in the way that, and that's why I'm trying to get into the social media stuff because I want to see if I can grow this project faster because it's more of a passion project. The cows. And but I also like, I feel that God wants me to do this to learn something. And I do feel like I'm learning a lot about patience, just like holding the knife here, about how to do this social media thing. Like this to me is just practice, really just trying to get it down, like understand a little bit about how this whole thing works and how I can harness it to my advantage, so that I can grow. You know what I'm saying? Just wanna try to grow these projects that really inspire me. I really want to be growing rabbits, man. I do believe rabbit, like they just eat grass. And to me, like talking about like food dependency, always having your protein needs met, like to me, rabbits just seem to be like probably the most basic low end, like just amazing opportunity, it seems to me. I don't really know for sure. Chicago, so this has got to be Hueso. Huesos. That's always a tough bit right there for me, is getting these boneless, skinless thighs. It always, oh man, and then I gotta keep my cool. Like it's all just like, especially when I'm working late at night like this, and I'm exhausted. I'm so tired, and it's really easy to like cut myself. So my game right now is I'm just trying to stay calm. It's like if it takes a little bit longer, it takes a little bit longer. I'm just gonna stay calm and produce the best product that I can, because that's the goal, is to produce the best product I can that serves what people desire. And here, these sort of products aren't available, so I'm offering them. That was much better there. I guess that would be, yeah, the longer blade length. would be that. I think I'm actually going to move on to that next time. I've been enjoying, I use a longer blade with when I work with beef, but I thought I would use this blade with chicken. It's pretty short, and I've been using it for some time now, and I guess I've gotten used to it, and I do like that I can get into finer spots. Like, for example, here it would actually be nice to have a slightly longer blade to be able to stick all the way through here. I guess I'm pretty much making it all the way, but I think with a longer blade I might be able to learn to do some other more critical cuts that will make a big difference in my processing speed. That I don't like that. See, there's certain things, and maybe just a slightly different shape knife. I'm not sure. There's a certain point where, like, I want to have the best knife that I can have, and then there's a certain point where I don't want to fixate too much on the knife. I want to know that, like, I'm the one doing the work. So if there's a fault, it's probably first my own ability and second the knife, because I reckon a really good butcher would be able to butcher a chicken way faster than me with a way shittier knife. I think the last one I did, I started with whole breasts, and now I'm doing whole chickens, and I've probably said this 6 times already. The hardest part for me is the hardest part for me is the thigh. It's the part that takes me the longest. Definitely slows me down quite a bit. And there's always this little piece of oyster on the thigh that I lose a good portion of the time. I gotta watch some more videos and study up a bit. I would love to, like, study in person, but I don't really have that here. It's cool. My brother was a butcher in like a real like butchery in a meat store, and so he got to learn from guys who've been butchers for generations, you know. And that's pretty cool. Like, I would, if I could go back in time, because I lived with him when he did this job, so it's pretty cool. If I could go back in time, I would definitely have opted into, like, trying to learn some of that with him, and I think that would be really cool. And I think I would have really enjoyed it. And yeah, wings. Let's get this little floppity flop off. So that, we call that here the chincaca, but I guess it's the back, is what we'd say in English. It's just the chicken back, and then I put that in the same bag with the chicken neck. And I have an idea for, like, a product. I don't even know if it's worth it though, or if it, like, makes sense. Like, it's tough, man, because the community here is so small, so small. And yeah, a lot of people, like, aren't really necessarily looking to, like, buy things all the time. Oh, that's tough, dude. getting the wings off. Always a little opportunity to grow. There's probably some like super smooth cut touch I can do that I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna put it on the Instagram, on the TikTok, and everything. Yeah, dude, this is gonna be a long night. This is gonna be a long night. I probably will make some coffee at some point. Because at some point, I'm just not gonna be able to keep going. Did I finish one already, or is this still the first one? 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and I'm on one. I'm still on the one. Man, yeah. So I'm looking at like 20 minutes a bird right now, which I swear I did. I said, the fuck. Keep your cool, brother. Keep your cool. That's what I was saying. Is I'm trying not to go too fast right now, because I gotta just keep my cool. I'm in this one for the long haul. It's not a one night stand. I'm learning, I'm practicing, and I gotta work Friday with the knife again, so I really would prefer not to cut myself. It would be detrimental. That's what we say, right? Detrimental. I should do like ASMR, like of breaking the bones. There might be people who would want to watch that, right? Perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? People watch some crazy stuff these days. It's like, man. That's kind of why I figured out. I really hope that sometime soon, getting on these lives, I'm hoping someone's gonna pop in and engage with me. 'Cause I think that would be a lot of fun. I like I said, I think my life is like super interesting. But maybe everyone thinks their own life is super interesting. I don't know. But I think I've made some decisions in my life that are exceptional and kind of set me aside, that a lot of people either wouldn't even be able to conceive of making a decision like that, or they could conceive of it, but then they just wouldn't be able to pull the trigger when the moment arrived. Um, or I'm getting mixed up. We did a while with everything on the other side, and now, yeah, I think life is a funny series of decisions that everyone makes, and that kind of is like defines your story, right? Is these decisions that you make, and oftentimes they're like you don't really have a lot of time to think about them, and hindsight is always 2020. But like, think of how many people said like, "Oh man, in this situation, I would do this," and it's like, really, would you? Because you're in like way simpler situations, and you're making completely contrary decisions. That's just like one example. But of course, but then there's always the people who can make really good decisions in like under pressure, but then under when there's no pressure, they like can't make the most basic decisions, and that's funny. Um, how everyone's just a little bit different. It's fucking super cool. Excuse my language. Super cool how every single person has so many opportunities to make different decisions and to choose different things. And so yeah, one tool that I've found in my life to try to make the best decisions I can is just asking God, man. Just bring it to God. What do you really want me to do right now? God, what is it that you want in my life right now, you know? And like, so you get provided an opportunity, it's like, God, please, like, I like to ask for confirmations and stuff to like, please, like, make it really clear to me if this is the wrong thing to do or the right thing to do. And oftentimes, um, it's like enough. I've kind of as anyone who has this kind of dialogue, they make up you make up your mind. Like I've made up my mind about what constitutes sufficient evidence, for making the decision that I'm trying to make. And this is like my favorite part right here. This is the little dados, the little fingers, chicken fingers. Like I think most people probably wouldn't have guessed that chicken fingers are like actually a muscle or a part. I probably say this in every single live I do because it's the most interesting fact I have. I lied. My life isn't interesting. I just talk about chicken fingers. I just talk about chicken fingers. Man, sometimes life can be hard. You get a little tired, and then you're like looking for excuses. I'm like, oh man, how can I not cut all these chickens? I probably won't. I probably won't cut all these chickens. Um, I can sell whole chickens too. I just don't make as much money. And but yeah, man, I might just cut a couple of them in half just to see what that looks like. Because we can do whole grilled chicken like that. One down. Which time is that? That was more than 20 minutes. Good gracious. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna do all this. There's no way. This has been fun, guys. It's late at night. That's my excuse, right? That's the excuse. Is that it's late at night. Let's see what interesting that I can do with this one. So I've seen people just split these in half, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. They split it, leaving the breast in the middle? Or on the breast on either side? I think the breast would be in the middle. Got some dogs barking up in here. What are we barking at, huh? What are we barking at, dogs? Man, that's a trip, huh? But yeah, man. I think this is like making prime content right now. Like prime content, man. I'm just, whew. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Just like went live, one chicken cut. That's pretty priceless. I was totally like, man, I can do this. I can do the whole thing. I can do all of this. I can cut infinite chickens. And what did we learn? What did we learn? We can't cut infinite chickens. All right. I gotta let you go with my tail between my legs. dry the hands off a little bit before we do it. Yep, you found it. You found it. You found the embarrassing video. Shame. I'm just kidding. Much love. Hey, thanks for anyone who tuned in. Much love. Gracias. Peace.